Hey, what's up? Dr. Dell here. Today I'm going to show you economic development marketers a creative hack to make your output more creative. So, if you think about large language models, what they are trained to do is basically a probability machine. So, all of the training, they take all of the data, tokenize it, and then when you input something, a request, a question, or cause for writing, it produces the most probable answers. And as a result, what you see is they usually produce the safest answers as well, which can eliminate some of the creativity that we may want when we're producing things like creative scripts, social narratives, or other things like that that we do in the field. And so I'm going to show you what researchers kind of found actually works to get more creativity out of your LLM. And so it's a simple phrase, and that phrase is generate 5 responses with their corresponding probabilities sampled from a full distribution. Because what it's doing is basically taking that predictive machine and is saying, okay, you have a range of answers that you can give. Let's not just stick to the one that is most natural to you, but let's think much more creatively about it. And so I'm going to show you 2 different examples of it, and we'll see if we can get that rid of that and say, give me a 200 word, let's make it shorter, 100-word blog post that is fun about industrial attraction in economic development. And so this is ChatGPT 5 Mini, and let's just put it in there and see what it comes up with. And this is kind of the stuff that we normally would use, we would normally do. We come up with our posts, we come up with our Instagram, your Twitter, TikTok, whatever it's called now. We come up with those phrases or sayings, and then we go about our business, and it would give us the most probable, safest answer. And so it says industrial attractions like matchmaking for cities, planners roll out the welcome mat, highlight sites, fast internet, and skilled cruise companies visit, sip coffee, scout warehouses, and fall for places that make growth easy. Blah 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 blah. So let's go back and let's say, give me a 100-word blog post. Let's say word fun blog post on industrial attraction, and then add in our little hack and see what we come up with. So now it's thinking through the range of possibilities that could answer, and let's see, if it actually gives us something better. You can already see that it's thinking a lot harder than what it thought for the last one. So let's give it a minute to cook and kind of see what it comes up with. Okay, we're back. That actually took quite a bit longer than I anticipated, even for a thinking model. But it did give us 5 blog posts. And what's interesting is it showed the responses of P. And that essentially is a LLM term. And so it's called parameter. And the lower the parameter, the more likely it is to be the most probable, output to come from that. And so you see third P 0.34, P26, example. For example, these are actually, pretty higher, pretty much higher than what a traditional response would be, which is more in the lines of, like I say, parameter level 10. I'm not sure the technical term for that, but you kind of get the point. And so it gives us the highest all the way down to the lowest. And so this is the least probable, but also likely the most creative. So industrial sites can feel like blank stages waiting for the next act. Local leaders tune permits, utilities, and workforce training to the needs of firms, blah, blah, blah. And then the lowest is industrial attraction matches company needs with local strengths. The site features labor skills and supplier networks in plain language. Firm shortlist locations that reduce costs and execution risk, fast permitting. And so one tries to give you a little bit more creativity. Neighbors notice new crews and renovated buildings. Smart incentives reduce risk. Celebrating small project milestones versus this one, celebrating pragmatic wins and document lessons for the future. And so one of the things that you can do is just try it out, especially with short content. I definitely wouldn't do it for long content, even though you could. I mean, you can get quite a bit of output from it. But if you're struggling with it just sounding the same, but not producing creativity, always seeming like every time you put in a post or a prompt is coming out the same way, give this a try. I'll put it in the bottom Bottom of it is generate 5 responses with their corresponding probability sample from full distribution. And tell me what you think. Is it working to enhance your creativity of your output? If indeed you're trying to get creativity. Anyway, Dr. Dell, I'm out.